Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for coming in to watch. My name's Sharon and I'm living on a part-time income because that's what I do. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back to watch more of my vlogs. It's really much appreciated and I love having you here. And I love reading all the comments you read for me. It really does make my day to see them and respond back to you. So thank you so much. So today's vlog, I'm back from holiday. So I had a wonderful week in Norfolk. And you might be able to tell from my vlog that I visited Cromer and Norwich, and I had a day in Sheringham as well, which was really lovely. The whole holiday was just a really nice relaxing one with friends. We celebrated my friend's birthday, we went out for a meal, so that was a highlight of the week. And I also visited Norwich for the first time, which I really liked. We went to the cathedral, which was beautiful. And then we stayed in Cromer, which was just so lovely. Such a lovely little villagey feel to it. Lots of shops, charity shops. Beautiful sandy beach and pier. We were down there most days getting fish and chips, ice cream. Oh, it was just so lovely. And we also managed to get a day trip into Sheringham, which I highly recommend. Lovely, lovely little town. Again, beautiful beach. Had something from the fish and chip shop here as well. And a lovely ice cream. Went to the pub, had a cheeky drink. Overall, it was just a really lovely week. The weather was a bit temperamental, but we made the most of getting out during the good weather. A couple of times we were out in the rain, but it didn't hamper us. We just really enjoyed the holiday. And I've got some footage here to show you my snapshots of Cromer. So please enjoy. I got back mid-Saturday afternoon, and yeah, I really did fancy a curry. I was going to get a takeaway one. I definitely wasn't going to get a ready meal. And then I thought, oh, just make one. So I had a parcel to collect. So on the way back, I popped off at my local Tesco and I got some potatoes and some garlic and onion. And I already had prawns and spinach. So without further ado, I'm going to let you cook with me and I hope you enjoy. Hi guys, so welcome back. I thought I would do a cook with me today because I haven't done one for a little while. So you might be able to tell from the seasonings that I've got out that I'm making a curry. Yes, I'm going to do a potato, spinach and king prawn curry. Just fancy one, and I haven't had one for ages. So I've got out my seasonings that I'm going to be using shortly. We've got garam masala, we've got medium curry powder, some cayenne pepper, cumin, turmeric, salt, pepper, coriander and some cumin seeds and some tomato puree there. So I'm just heating up the oil because I'm going to put some cumin seeds in. I've just parboiled the potatoes, so I'm going to take those off the heat in a moment. And then here I've got my onion prepped. That's going to be chopped. And then once that's chopped and put in with the cumin seeds, I'm going to just split my garlic and half a can of my favourite cherry tomatoes. And then I do have in the sink some prawns that I'm defrosting. So I'll see you in a mo with my progress. So I've just added the onions and some butter, and that's sizzling away nicely. I have taken the potatoes off the heat and I'm going to put in half a can of tomatoes in with the garlic, and then I will add that to the pan. So I've added in the tomatoes and the garlic to the onion, and it's bubbling away really nicely, making my curry sauce base. And I have just added the medium curry powder, turmeric, garam masala, cumin and also some coriander into my glass, and I've put in about 2/3 of warm water from the kettle, and I'm now going to add that to my sauce. A little bit of residue there, I'll add that in a moment, but give it a good stir. And yeah, my curry sauce is beginning to take shape. I will add salt, pepper, tomato puree and cayenne pepper in just a little while. Just going to let that simmer for a little while. And I have got out my whole baby leaf spinach. I've got a bowl here. It does kind of melt down to nothing. I'm going to use all of this because this is the last of what I have, and I need to put this on my shopping list from Sainsbury's for next time. So I'm just letting the sauce cook down a little bit. I have added salt, pepper, cayenne pepper, a teaspoon of tomato puree and a little dash of honey, and I'm quite happy with how this is cooking down. Now the curry's not going to take long because the potatoes, they're most probably a bit more parboiled than what I would have preferred, but I was busy prepping, took my eye off the ball. and the spinach isn't going to take long, so I'm going to put the spinach in and then the potatoes and the prawns. So in all honesty, if I cook this down for maybe another 5 to 10 minutes, put in the rest of the ingredients, this is going to be one quick easy meal, which I'm really looking forward to. So I've just added in the spinach. I did a taste test just prior to adding in the spinach, and I just added a little bit more salt and literally just a sprinkle of garlic granules as well, because I felt I just wanted that extra garlicky kick. So you can see the spinach is melting down nicely. Then I'm literally going to add in the potatoes and the king prawns, and I've got some basmati rice on, so that will literally take around 10 minutes. And yeah, so countdown to dinner has started. I'll see you when I've added the prawns and the potatoes. So the spinach is melting nicely. I'm just going to add in the king prawns. Turn that up a bit. I also did add in some more water, because I do want it to be not too thick. I think the consistency here is just about right for me. And then I'm just going to fold in the potatoes. So just going to try and fold those in fairly gently, because they are fairly crumbly, and I'm literally just going to let that cook for less than 5 minutes, I would say. So the prawns and the potatoes are getting a really nice colour to them. Just going to give them a few more minutes, and the rice is done. That needs rinsing and draining. So I'll see you at the dinner table. So as you can see, I've just dished up, and I've got a nice amount of prawns and potatoes and spinach, and the sauce is quite juicy. I've used half of the rice that I cooked, and as you can see, I've most probably had about a third of that curry that I've cooked. I did only use 4 smallish potatoes, half a bag of king prawns, and then you saw the spinach, the remainder of the bag. So for that amount to do 3 meals, I think is pretty good going. Obviously for the third meal I'd need to cook some more rice, but very happy with the portion size there. So I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully it's given you food for thought to cook your curry. And if you do cook one, please let me know in the comments what one you've decided. So as you can see, I've made it to the table. Had to do a little taste test for you. That's really good. Yeah, got a nice little kick from the cayenne pepper. Nice and garlicky. Potatoes are so soft, and the prawns are lovely. So that is the end, and I'm going to enjoy. So hope you enjoyed that. I will definitely be having some of the curry again for my dinner today. I won't have to worry about cooking, which is really nice. And I know I've been only back from holiday for a day, but I managed to get a sneaky peek in my local charity shop earlier. I had full intentions just to go to the letterbox because I had to post something, but the letterbox is right outside the charity shop, and the charity shop was open on a Sunday. Who'd have thought it? So I thought, well, I've got to go in. I most probably won't find anything, but they're the famous last words, aren't they? So I managed to pick up a couple of bits from my granddaughter, which I'm so happy about, because these books are ones that I did really want to get, and I've borrowed them from the library, but they are excellent for children just beginning to get to know words and phonics and starting to read. So basically, I managed to pick up a set of Oxford Reading Tree books. There's a set of 20 here, and they were £5, and I've got 20 books here. I'm just so happy. So they go from stage 1, as you can see, and they go right through to all the different stages. And if anyone with children or grandchildren knows the Oxford Reading Tree books, these are the Biff, Chip and Kipper series, and yeah, they're absolutely delightful books. So to find these for £5, I was absolutely happy with that. Really happy. Then the other thing I found for £3 was this Alphabet Apple, and it's a VTech computer game, but again it also helps with phonics and the alphabet, so very happy with that. That was £3. And then the other thing that I got was this really fluidy chambray denim dress, and it's a Dorothy Perkins one, and it was only £3. And I thought this is just a perfect cover up for in summer, if I'm pottering around the house or pottering in the garden and I've not got an intentional day out. This is just perfect to put on. So considering I was only going to post a letter, I came back £11 lighter. But for me, it's a win-win because I get to donate to the charity shop, and I've picked up 3 lots of items, which I'm very happy with. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you are new here and you've liked what you've seen, would you consider subscribing? It would really mean a lot to me. And if you're returning, thank you so much again for watching, and thank you for your lovely comments, and I do endeavour to reply to every one of you. And I hope you enjoyed the snapshots of my holiday. I had such an amazing time. I really did enjoy myself, and it was just nice to spend a week with my best friends, relaxing and enjoying another part of Norfolk. I really highly recommend Cromer. It's a beautiful beach resort, and I'm sure I will return at some point. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care. Bye guys.